It's no secret that social media's changed the world in many ways. You're able to connect with family and friends with just the click of a button. But with every pro, there's a con. Because what social media was before isn't what it is right now. We've entered a new era. This era is the brain rot era.
Stop scrolling and take the official brain rot test. If you get below a 3 out of 5, you gotta go talk to Duke Dennis and learn your stuff.
People who consume too much content that's generally considered ridiculous would describe themselves as having brain rot. The reason why brain rot's becoming an issue is because people have said they felt themselves getting dumber as time went on. So although this isn't really backed by science yet, it's still something that can't be ignored. So in this video, I'm going to teach you how to escape brain rot easily. Step 1. Delete social media. Don't try to convince yourself that you have the discipline to reduce your time on it or use it productively. If you did, you would have done it by now. Just delete it for now so you actually have the brain power to be able to implement the next few steps. Don't worry, you don't have to delete it forever if you don't want to, but just for the time being, get rid of it. Step 2. Embrace boredom. I'm sorry to do this to you, you poor thing, but for now, you're gonna have to sit there bored. Or do you? A lot of people find that they'd rather do the things they procrastinate on than be bored. One of the very reasons why people even procrastinate or find it hard to work on something they care about is because of the surplus of distractions and comforts nowadays. This goes beyond brain rot itself, but regardless, boredom is important. When you're bored, it gives you the time and capacity to actually think about what your goals are. It's hard to do that when you're scrolling on social media apps for hours. Step 3. Keep your mind active. You could do this by reading books or learning a skill. You could take up new hobbies, learn a language, learn an instrument. The possibilities are endless. I believe it's safe to say that everyone knows that scrolling on social media for too long leads to a decrease in attention span and difficulty in maintaining focus. Basically meaning your brain gets weaker over time. But on the other hand, engaging in these hobbies actually makes your brain sharper in the long run. It takes a lot of focus and perseverance to learn a language or an instrument. It also takes a lot of patience to sit down and read a book when you'd rather be scrolling on your phone. But you'll thank yourself if you stick with it. Step 4. Mindfulness and meditation. Being mindful is one of the most important things you could do in your life. It's not easy at first, and it takes a lot of practice. It's so much easier to ruminate or daydream or get lost in the world of brain rot. But it won't be so easy when you're left regretting the time you wasted in the past. Mindfulness meditation is important because it reduces stress, increases focus specifically on the present moment, and increases self-awareness and emotional intelligence. Meditation also isn't easy at first, but if you stick with it, eventually you'll improve. Think of mindfulness and meditation as lifting weights for your brain. At first, it's hard and uncomfortable, but eventually you get stronger and it becomes second nature. If you follow these 4 steps, your life will improve drastically. It may not seem apparent at first, but give it some time and you'll notice the difference. And if you plan to return to social media, at the very least, optimize it in a way that'll benefit your life rather than ruin it.